Before I start doing magic, I have to say there are at least a couple of different kinds of magic that you're likely to see nowadays. Some magicians are very, very serious all the time, and the most serious magicians never tell any jokes or laugh or have any fun, but there's a different kind of magician. Of course, the kind I am. The snakes in the potato chip can trick. You can't be a serious person and use a silly trick like the snakes in the potato chip can. You have to be a comedy magician. So I am allowed to tell jokes and you guys can laugh and have fun. And of course, no magician could ever possibly get away with doing that trick twice. They've been doing that all day, don't worry. I'll set that aside. Oh, I wouldn't do it a third time. That would be completely silly. Anyway, now that you guys know what kind of magic I do, comedy magic, I need to know something about the audience. In particular, is this an educated crowd? Now, you kids are all going to school and you're learning your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s, right? That's very important for my next trick. I need an educated audience to do the sack and dishes trick. I do it with a sack and some dishes, and I get to play with my dishes. What I will do is I will test your memory. Does anybody remember what was written on the dish? Well, what was on the dish? Anybody remember what was written on the dish? What? 1, 2, 3. Was it ABC? Yes. Does anybody remember what was written on the sack? What was on the sack? It was 1, 2, 3. Okay, I will open up the sack and I will put the dish into the sack and close it up. And now somebody say abracadabra. Abracadabra! That made it disappear. The dish is gone. It's disappeared. You guys did a magic trick. It's gone. Wow, you did magic, yay! You did a magic trick, yay! As an audience, you guys have a lot of talent. Okay, now, to go on to my next trick, let me get some props over here. This goes over here, I'll get some props here, I'll get this here, I'm sorry, what? Somebody said back? Yes, I have to go back here for 1 second, I'll get some props, I'll be right with you. This goes here, I'll get this here, I'll get this here, what? Oh, somebody said you're back. Yes, I'm back. I was over there for just a moment, but now I'm back. Let me get some props and I'll do a magic trick. This goes here, I'll get this here. Okay, I'm sorry, what? Oh, somebody said on your back. You want me to get down on my back? Oh, you kids are messing with me. Let me do a magic trick here. What? Oh, somebody said it's on your back. What? Is there something on my back? What? Oh! You guys, I thought you were going to help me do a magic trick by saying a magic word. These kids are messing with me. The kids get smarter every year. I'll set that aside. I would like to tell everybody a little story about the time I was doing laundry and the dryer broke. And I had a whole bunch of wet clothes to dry, but no way to dry them. So I looked around the house for a clothesline. I couldn't find any actual clotheslines in the house, but I saw in the backyard we had a tree that was leaning over because of a storm, and the tree was tied to a fence to keep it from falling down, like that. So I took that off the tree temporarily, and I saw we had a bush. The bush was leaning over because of a storm, and the bush was tied to a fence to keep it from falling down, like that. And I took that off the bush temporarily, and we saw a little flower, and the little flower was leaning over because of a storm, and the little flower was tied to the fence to keep it from falling down. So I took that into the house, and I thought I could use some of these as clotheslines indoors, in the doorways, as a matter of fact. This is about the length of a doorway in my house, so I could hang up some wet clothes to dry in the doorway. But these are the wrong size. This one is too small and this one is too long. So I thought, wouldn't it be good if I could get these to be the same length as the doorway, like that? maybe I could change these to be the same length as this one if I could maybe cut and paste, maybe somehow tie a knot on the end of the rope. But the problem is they are fraying. They are falling apart on both ends, so I wouldn't be able to tie a good knot, but maybe somebody could say abracadabra? Abracadabra! And then magically stretch and get all three to be the same length by magic. Wow! All three the same. Yay! Wow! And then I would take one of these and stretch it out over the kitchen doorway. Hang up some wet clothes to dry there, and take the second one, stretch it out over the basement doorway, and take the third one, stretch it out over the living room doorway, and hang up all my wet clothes at the same time. But if I ever get the dryer fixed, I would have to return these to their original length. Abracadabra! The extra long clothesline, like so. And the medium-sized clothesline, like so. And the extra small one, like so. They came back to the way they were. Wow! Yay! Wow! Yay! You guys have enough talent. I think some of you could be in the next Harry Potter movie. Are they still making those movies? They're on my list of movies to see. Oh, here. This is an old baggie here. We've got a much nicer looking baggie somewhere. I have, it's purple. It has stars on it. It's shiny. And it has magic juggling scarves inside. So I could do a little bit of juggling. Wow! I think I have 3 colors. That's the right number to start juggling. And, whoa, it's important not to drop them. I read the instructions. The instructions say don't drop them. I can do some juggling, and I can also do a magic trick. Let's see, I've got 3 different colors here. I've got a red one, and a white one, and a blue one. So I could turn these into something that's red, white, and blue. Let's see. What's red, white, and blue? Let's see. What do you think? What's red, white, and blue? Oh, somebody said the flag. Yes, I have the same colors as the flag, so I can turn these into the flag. And I also happen to have a magic bag to put them into. See, I start with an empty magic bag. I can put all the colors in the bag. Isn't it lucky he brought the magic bag? Yeah, I brought a magic bag. So I'll take all the colors and I'll say, here we go with all the colors. I'll say abracadabra. Look, it worked. It turned into the flag. Yay! Look, it worked. It turned into we're missing one of the colors. I'm sorry, we're missing one of the colors. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped it. I read the instructions. The instructions say you're not supposed to drop it. Thank you for telling me. Okay, you've got to take all the colors, put them in the bag, and then you have to say, abracadabra! And now it worked. It turned into the flag. It turned into... No, is that right? No, that's not right. You guys, we all have to say the magic word at the same time to get the trick to work properly. Here, I'll take all the colors, put them in the bag, and now everybody say, abracadabra! And now, 3rd time is the charm. Oh, I think it worked the 3rd time. Yay! Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Yay! If we all say the magic words together, we can get the tricks to work properly. But of course, I would like to do a silly magic trick. Somewhere here, I have a balloon that can turn into an animal by magic. I'll put some air into the balloon. If you put enough air, it turns into a regular round balloon. But if you let some of the air out, it shrinks. It gets smaller. It shrinks to be about the size of an egg. I can tie a knot to keep the egg. Here we go. Egg is closed, and now it can hatch in the dark and grow into an animal. Watch what happens. It'll hatch in the dark. A little bit too light here. Oh, I know. I could put it in a paper bag, and then it'll be dark inside the paper bag so it can hatch. Isn't it lucky he brought a paper bag with him? Yeah, I brought a paper bag. Okay, the egg goes in the bag, and now somebody say abracadabra! It's hatching! It's hatching! It's growing into an animal! It's growing into a chickie! Wow! Yay! Yay! Wow, you guys have magic talent. I think some of you kids have enough talent. You could grow up and be a magician when you get older. Seriously, and consider that as a career choice. And tell your parents that you're going into show business. And listen to your parents yell at you, like my parents did when I told them. Oh, here, you gotta sit down. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit. No, you have to sit down. You have to sit down. I know. I brought one of my all-time favorite magic tricks. I brought some more pieces of rope in the same color. I could do an extended version of the silly clothesline trick because here's a red one, and a white one, and a blue one. So I could tie these together end to end to make one enormous clothesline. Let me check to make sure I've got the right colors. I have, let's see, a red one, and a white one, and a blue one. So I could tie a knot here and join the white one and the blue one together. Here we go, tying a knot, and there we go, I tied a knot. They're together. And I could join the red one and the white one together. There we go, tying a knot, and they're joined together. Okay, now, to do a magic trick, well, the knots would get in the way. Oh, you know the way to get rid of the knots in a magic rope? You have to add woofle dust. Invisible woofle dust. And I have some woofle dust with me. Isn't it lucky he brought woofle dust? Yeah, I brought woofle dust. Let me just wrap this over my hand. I will get 3 sprinkles of woofle dust out of my pocket. 1, 2, 3. Somebody say abracadabra. And that got rid of the knots by magic. Oh! Oh! Wow! Yay! Wow, you guys have magic talent, you really do. Of course, when you're